everyone. If you've been following me on my other channel or on my Twitter or Instagram accounts, I'm FinGamer on all accounts. You know that I have been in Japan for 2 weeks, or just came back a week ago, less than a week ago. And it was my third trip there. Previously I've been to Tokyo for 2 times. I've been alone there, but this time I went to Osaka with my girlfriend, and it was a great trip. Check out my Instagram and Twitter accounts for some great pictures from the trip if you're interested. And I thought I'd just do a little vlog here, basically walk you through my trip there. And these are the only candies I brought with me, so not that much, just some chips and Pockies. And I thought I'd be eating these as I speak. Actually, the Pockies are opened. I got here an almost full pack of these strawberry Pockies. If you don't know what Pocky is, it's this pretzel stick with chocolate on the outside, or this strawberry frosting in this case. I also have 2 almond crush Pockies here that I thought I'd add to this video. And here from Calbee, the most famous potato chip manufacturer of Japan. That's, I guess, some meat flavored potato chips. I'll just open this up now and so we're all set. We went there for 2 weeks. We were primarily in Osaka. First we were in Osaka in an Airbnb for 8 nights, and then we went to Kyoto, which is like 30 minutes away from Osaka. We were there for 3 nights in this a guest house, which you have a room, but there are shared bathrooms and stuff like that. And then we came back to Osaka for another 3 nights, and this time in a hotel. And I guess I should be eating as well. Good. Lots of flavor. And Japan is it's a nice country of the absolute hectic chaos of the city life. Tokyo and Osaka are huge cities, and then you have the countryside and the shrines and the forests and nature. It's really quiet and peaceful there, and these shrines are they're sometimes in the middle of the city, and sometimes you have to go to a little bit out of the city, and it's just this great mix for your city vacation. So first we went to this Airbnb. It was really cheap. It was like, what's wrong with this cheap? But apparently the guy who rents it out has like 6 apartments in the same building, and I guess it just makes sense for him to keep everything as occupied as possible. So yeah, the price was really cheap, like 35 euros a night. It was a pretty nice apartment, you know. It's small, like everything is in Japan, but still, you know, you get everything you could hope for. You know, bathtub, little kitchen, stuff like that. And it was located right next to Denden Town. If you know me, you know I love video games and I'm a huge collector. And of course, when I go to Japan, I'm always going to buy games there as well, because they are so plentiful and so cheap there. And Denden Town is like like you have Akihabara in Tokyo, which is the electronics district, and you know all sorts of not just electronics and video games, but you know, models and action figures and adult stores and, you know, everything, this subculture, everything that, you know, otaku men love. And we were located in Osaka near Denden Town, which is the Osaka's Akihabara basically. And yeah, some great video game stores there, and the location was good. I was able to scour every store to the point that my girlfriend was kind of fed up, you know. She respects my and understands my hobby, but still, I don't think that she was ready, you know, how much shopping I was going to do. I bought a lot. It was okay. I went there by myself as well, and she got some alone time as well. But yeah, it was great. And we went to. I'm just kind of hopping around here on my story. We went to Nara, which is another city, like 45 minutes from Tokyo, Osaka. And Nara is a small town, at least compared to Osaka. But the thing that Nara is famous for is that the city center and, you know, various areas there are inhabited by semi-wild, semi-domesticated deer. Thousands of them, you know. You walk around the town and there are tons of deer around you. It really is like no other place on earth. They sell you these crackers that you can feed them, and the deer knows when somebody has bought a packet of crackers. They come swarming to you. If you raise your hands up so that they can eat them off your hand, they bite you in the ass. Put their heads in your pocket and bite your backpack, and, you know, just want to get that precious food. It's really funny, and yeah, you can pet them, and it's amazing. It's really one of those places that you need to visit if you're in that part of Japan. It was really magical, and there are plenty of shrines there as well. So we visited those as well while we were there. This was just a day trip from our Osaka headquarters. But yeah, every night we ate well, spared no expense and no calories. We ate what we wanted, which is, meat, fish, noodles, noodle soup, ramen noodle soup, udon noodles. When we went to this really fancy, or well, not fancy, I guess it's more cozy, this meat restaurant where you sit around your own hearth. I guess that's the word. You got a little grill there, and you get the meat. We got like a 9-course meal, and you get the meat in little boxes or little saucers, and you cook the meat there for yourself, and yeah, it was really great meal, and it's something that's really sticks out for, especially for a Finn. Even though me or my girlfriend, we don't drink alcohol, but it's many places are all you can drink, for 60 minutes or 90 minutes as you eat, and well, many Finns can hold their liquor, and they would drink places like that dry into bankruptcy if there were places like that here in Finland. But yeah, of course we drank soft drinks and stuff like that. Try to get our money's worth, which wasn't that much. Japan has a reputation of being really expensive, but it's slightly cheaper than Finland. Of course, it might be expensive when you compare to some other countries, like your country, but yeah, compared to Finland, it's slightly cheaper. Really good food for really cheap. Food is especially cheap. Like you can get easily a ramen noodle soup for like $5 or $6 or $7. But of course you can get, some really expensive fish or something like that if you want. But yeah, after the initial stint in Osaka, we went to Kyoto. Kyoto is the old capital of Japan. It was capital of Japan for over 1,000 years. And like I said, we slept in this guest house, but it was really modern. It was really clean, and all the facilities were great. You slept on the ground on a tatami, and some futons spread over there. And I guess the first night was slightly uncomfortable, but yeah, you get used to it. And yeah, in Kyoto, some really great shrines there, and we had really great luck with weather. I think it was only like 1 day out of 2 weeks that rained, which is really good in Japan. Yeah, we went to see the sights even on the rainy day. We visited the Golden Pavilion. It was actually quite beautiful even in the rain. And yeah, we walked for miles and miles. I guess in the end, we walked like, how much was her Fitbit telling, like well over 100 kilometers, I guess, over the course of 2 weeks, which is a decent amount of walking per day. So yeah, I think we almost burned the calories that we ate, even though we, every day we went to a convenience store and bought some Japanese snacks and sweets and everything and ate them at the end of the day on our hotel room. It's great. Yeah, it's not when of course we love food. Well, who doesn't? And eating at a restaurant is one thing, but it's also really great to just go to a local supermarket, and buy the local food there. It's exotic in its own right. One of the highlights of the trip was in Kyoto. We went to the mountain which has 1,000 torii gates. These red or orange, huge wooden gates lined up on the mountain trail. It was like the rise to the mountain was it 300 meters or 230? Well, a small mountain, but it was still. Rising those stairs, it took a toll on your legs, but it was worth it. You get some really nice view over Kyoto there, and it was again one of the sights that you need to see if you're over there. It was one of the better nature, well, I guess the best nature location that we had. Some nice shrines there as well. Yeah, it was really great doing that walk. But one thing I would advise, actually, if you're going to Osaka, is that don't go and stay in Kyoto. It takes like 30 minutes on a train to get from Osaka to Kyoto, and it's just not worth it to check out from your previous place and check in at the next place. You have your luggage with you. You're losing. You're basically losing 1 day of vacation when you have to check out at 11 and check in at 3 or 4 p.m. and just waiting for no reason, and it's just so close there. And my advice is that stay in Osaka and do a day trip to Nara and do 1 or maybe 2 day trips to Kyoto. It's just sorry ASMR burp. It's just makes a lot of sense to do it that way. So don't stay in Kyoto. One thing that we did in Kyoto was, of course, visit Nintendo's headquarters. Nintendo, my favorite video game company. They have their old and current headquarters there. The old one is this really small little building that they, made playing cards in the 50s. And the current ones, the headquarters and their R&D building, are these huge gray blocks. There's not a hint of color anywhere. It really doesn't scream Nintendo, those buildings. But of course it was sort of a pilgrimage for me to visit there. And I took some really embarrassing pictures there in front of the building. I'm sure the guards there saw that another gaijin, another foreigner there posing in front of our building. Go away. But it was great. Of course, I wanted to see those buildings. After that we came after those 3 nights. Oh well, I guess I should tell that when it was time to check out from the Kyoto guest house and go back to Osaka, this time to a hotel, I got sick during that morning. I think it was from the guest house breakfast. Either it was the mushrooms that I ate, for a tiny amount of mushrooms, or just the cook hadn't washed their hands, because I vomited 2 times that morning. It was not something I enjoy doing when I'm traveling, and but yeah, after the second time being sick, we just hopped on a train and hoped that I wouldn't be sick on the train. And yeah, we got to the hotel, and it was basically lost one day again, being traveling and being sick. But it was okay. We had seen that much already. It was the end of the trip there, and just basically time to relax. And I was really grateful that I made it to the hotel and was able to cure myself. And yeah, after I woke up the next day, I was pretty much right as rain again. So it was just for one day I was sick. I guess it could have been worse. And my girlfriend was she wasn't sick. Maybe slightly tummy ache, I guess, but nothing that major that I experienced. Our hotel was really great. I thought that after penny pinching the whole trip there, so we decided to treat ourselves to 3 nights of a really decent hotel. It was really great service, and it had their own spa, this hot spa where you could go. We didn't go into any hot springs that you could have gone, because actually it's a traditional hot spring or Japanese bathhouse. It's really difficult to find a place that allows tattoos. This was a surprise to me. Of course, we researched this beforehand, but tattoos are, even when they're on non-Japanese people, tattoos are associated with the Japanese mafia, the Yakuza, the criminal organization. And most bathhouses say that you can't come in here if you have tattoos. The bathhouse in our hotel provided these pieces of tape that you put over your tattoo, so that nobody gets offended with your tattoo. I have 2 tattoos. One, my son's name here, and a larger tattoo on my shoulder. Just some flowers on my shoulder, but still had to cover that up. Over the course of 2 weeks, we went to many other shrines and places which I can't even name. But the mountain with the 1,000 torii gates and the Golden Pavilion are 2 of the bigger attractions there. But many shrines were there. I guess one place I could mention is that we went to Osaka Zoo as well. That was nice, and a really great aquarium called Nifrel. in Osaka. Check it out if you go there. It's not your typical aquarium, with just some fish in tanks. They're really great presentation there. You could look around the tanks in any direction. They were in the middle of the room, and in some tanks you could actually put your hand in there and have the tiny fish that basically that eat your feet in some salons. You could put your hand in there and try how that feels when the fish come nibbling. And you could see and touch the fish, and the presentation was really great. So that was a nice place, Nifra. And what else? What should I tell you? My girl was a real lifesaver. She basically handled all our navigation there. She's just way more handy with the phone, so I didn't object. But yeah, she planned all of our day trips and the train and bus routes, and it was really a pleasure to travel with her. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's a really great vacation. Like I said, this was my third time there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be going a fourth time anytime soon. I guess it's time to give a chance to other countries as well. But I love Japan. Love the culture there. Love the games. Love the nature, the city. I flew in with a whole empty suitcase, with my with a smaller piece of luggage inside that empty suitcase. And when I came back, I had two pieces of luggage. One of the smaller one went to the cabin with in the airplane, and the bigger one was just filled with games. I couldn't have fit any more games with me. This is basically one of the reasons why I have, just one bag of chips and one box of Pockies, is that I had so many games. You might know that I'm collecting a complete Wii U game collection, and I have every Western game already. But of course I'm collecting every Japanese exclusive as well. And I had a long list of games that I wanted to find there. I could have bought those over the course of 2 or 3 years from eBay, but games on eBay are really expensive, Japanese games, and so I figured that if I just buy them from straight from the source, it's a lot cheaper for me. And of course, I love hunting them down. It's great. I couldn't find all of them that I had on my shopping list, but most of them. It was a really great trip to hunt those games down, and I saved a bunch of money on them. Not that this was a cheap trip by any means. I did spend everything I intended to spend, but still I saved a ton of money compared to Western prices, that's for sure. And it's for me it's that much more meaningful to have a collection that you've actually collected, and seen some effort into it, not just sit in front of a computer and use your credit card and get those games shipped to you from Japan. I guess I was feeling a bit bad about how much money I was spending. I was always saying to my girl that, yeah, you gotta buy that. Oh yeah, that K-pop CD. Get that, and always encouraging her to spend more money. And she did, but she was pretty. She was way more adult than me. She knew that she had some items that she needs to buy, like a new computer, so she couldn't spend all of her money there. But like I said, we didn't spare any expense on the food or anything like that. So really great vacation. And yeah, I'll have to see where I'm going next. Not sure if I'm gonna be going anywhere this year. Most likely not, but maybe next year again to some other place. But yeah, this was my little story of my trip to Japan. I hope you enjoyed this. People always say that I should talk more, so I guess let me know what you think about this ratio of eating versus talking. And with that, I thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.